All right, my dears. So today for this class, which is meditation, pranayama, and asana, we're going to focus on a pranayama called Kapalabhati, or skull shining breath, which is not a beginner technique. And so if this in any way doesn't feel safe for you, if you're watching this at home at a later time, if this doesn't feel safe for you, please know that you can always just slow, steady breathe. It does raise a lot of energy up. And I've not practiced this on any kind of regular basis in my life, but I have practiced it for a lot of years intermittently. And I've been really bringing it back into a more regular practice in the last week. And it feels really good. It feels like it is clearing out some of the scatteredness of my mind, some of the kind of depression or drudge, almost dross. Does that make sense? Yeah. So it feels like it brings so much energy to my head. But for me right now, in a very clearing way, it doesn't feel anxiety producing. It doesn't feel scattered. So I think the goal with this pranayama is we want to feel really grounded and settled, and then raise some energy up to the head. You know, I'm not an expert on anything. That is the damn truth. I'm not an expert on anything. I'm not a master of anything, but what I do know to be true is my own lived experience. And I'm lean toward depression. I'm pretty kapha, pitta kapha, but more kapha. And so I kind of slow down in the winter. I get depressed. I don't want to move. There's a lot of like dross, drudge, that happens in my whole being, mentally and physically. And so this kind of enlivening pranayama is really good for me. It's really good for me. But if you are someone who's already pretty hyper and scattered and you feel like you need more grounding, I'm not sure this is the best. I agree. Why don't you come up here so they can hear you? Tell us Ayurvedically what you think.
Well, what you've shared already is absolutely it. It is enlivening, and it brings that awareness and, dare I say, clarity.
Yeah.
To third eye center, to the whole. And in Hawaiian mythology, this is Po. This is the darkness that we come from. And so the key is to enliven this and access. Set your antenna. But if you are prone to Vata vitiation, and this is Vata season.
Tell them what that means.
Vata season. Vata is the aspect of Ayurveda that is, it's in the creative realm. It's in thought and idea and excitement, but it's also anxiety. Wind causes that. Cold invites into more of that. Vitiation means an imbalance of. And so, I've got my hoodie on right now, trying to hold that in. But the enlivening, what T was sharing before, is crucial, is absolutely crucial. But tendency for anxiety, tendency for spinning out into uncontrolled thought processes. But combining it with meditation right after, I think, is a beautiful practice.
Okay, great. I'm glad to hear that. Mm-hmm. So for those of you who just joined on this Zoom call, we're going to do some Kapalabhati breathing today. And Kapalabhati is known as skull shining breath. You want to blow your nose because we are going to be pumping air through the nose. What we were just talking about is for someone like me that leans toward depression, that leans toward lethargy, that is more kapha, that the winter feels very heavy and sluggish, and I don't want to move. This is really a great breathing practice. But for those who might already feel more anxiety or scattered, it might not be the best. And so my invitation today is for you to try it slow. So often it's like this. We're pumping the abdomen. It's a sharp exhale through the nose. We don't focus on the inhale at all. The inhale is completely natural and effortless. But if that produces too much energy and you start to feel anxious, more of a might be indicated. And I can already feel what it's doing for me on a physical level, which is clearing phlegm. So I'll try not to cough and snorkel and snuffle so much on the video, but I'm not making any promises. I'm not an expert. So what I do know is that the playlist for today is You Can't Hold Me Down. And we'll start in a seat, giving our nose a fighting chance by blowing it if you're snotty by nature, like Terry Lynn. All right. Here we are. This is our seat. This is the land of the Coast Salish people. Thank you, land, for always holding us. Thank you for all of the incredible abundance, nurturance, and just rejuvenation that you provide. Thank you for the oxygen that we breathe in. May our exhale and the carbon dioxide that we breathe out serve the greater good of the trees, the ocean, all of life. So the way this is going to go today is we're going to have about 60 seconds of Kapalabhati Pranayama. Then we're going to pause for about 60 seconds. We'll do that 3 times, and then we'll go straight into a meditation for 5 minutes. And that will be a silent meditation just with your awareness of the energy that you've raised through the pranayama. Okay, so again, Kapalabhati, pumping the abdomen, sharp exhale through the nostrils. You don't even think about the inhale, it's completely natural. And we'll begin. Pause. Notice the energy. Prepare for the second round. And begin. and pause. Preparing for the final round. And after this one, we're going to sit silently for 5 minutes. My invitation is for you to just feel the space created from the pranayama. Begin. Pause. Notice the space. Bringing your palms to your heart. May this practice serve to settle us, to clear away some energy, that there's mental clarity and energy in everything we do, everything we put forth. Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahana Bunaktu, Sahaviryam Kalavavahai, Tejasvina Vaditamaastamavid Vishavahai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. All right, let's start on our backs today. You can't hold me down. Can't do it. Might try, but you can't hold me down. All right, let's push play in 3, 2, 1. Push play. And draw your knees into your chest. Do a few knee circles one direction. Oh, and a few the other. Doesn't that feel nice? And then place your feet to the earth and just windshield wiper the legs. Notice your mid back, notice your low back, notice your hips. Notice where you feel stiff or sore. Notice where you feel energized. Notice where you feel sluggish. All of that's true. That's fine. Let it all be. And then rolling bridges, pushing into the feet, lifting the hips, lifting the arms up overhead, and rolling down vertebra by vertebra the best you can. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, rolling down. 3 more at your own pace. Notice your breath. Notice the movement of your spine. Notice what the back bend does for your breath as you rise. Notice what the forward fold does for your breath as you roll down. How is your breath connected to your spine? And the energy flowing up and down your central channel. Then draw your knees into your chest and bring your knees over to the right in a lying twist. Breathing and noticing and feeling. Oh, these bodies. What a gift. Sweet body, you do so many processes without me even noticing. Ah. Back to center, my dears, and twisting over to the left. Feeling that kind of initial place of how does my spine feel? How does it feel to twist? And coming back to center when you're ready, interlacing the fingers behind your head, curling head, neck, and shoulders up. Bring your right elbow towards your left knee, straighten your right leg and pause. Inhale back to center. Exhale, switch sides, pause. Inhale back to center. Switch sides and pause. Inhale back to center. Sides and pause. Inhale back to center. Switch sides and pause. Inhale back to center. Switch sides and pause. And then come down, bridge pose. So here we'll hold bridge. You might interlace the fingers behind your back if that's comfortable, but you could also grab the edges of your mat and walk your shoulders in toward one another. Or you could have what I like to call robot arms, where your triceps are down, your elbows are bent at 90 degrees, and your fingertips point up toward the sky. If this feels useful, stay right here. If it feels useful, lift your right leg. If you've lifted, switch sides. And come all the way down. Interlace the fingers behind your head. Frog-like in your legs, or happy baby. Inhale here. Curl up, elbows toward knees. You can bring your knees also toward your elbows. Inhale halfway down. Exhale, curl up, elbows toward knees, knees toward elbows. Inhale halfway down. Exhale, curl up. Inhale halfway down. Exhale, curl up. Inhale halfway down. Exhale, curl up and hold. Try to relax your jaw, and little pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Come down. Windshield wiper your legs side to side. Release your arms out to either side. And shift up and over onto hands and knees. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Stay for your inhale in cat. Exhale, cow. Back and forth in that way a couple times. And then downward facing dog, where you might pedal, you might sway. Roll forward into plank. Deep breath in. Roll back down dog. Roll forward into plank. Exhale, roll back. One more, roll forward into plank. Roll back. Right leg lifts. Draw your right knee in toward your belly, chest, or nose. Lift the leg again. Take it across the body toward your left arm. Lift the leg. Take it toward your right arm. Lift the leg. Step the foot forward. Dip the hips. Lift the heart. Inhale here. Straighten the leg. Exhale. Stay for your inhale. Bend the knee. Inhale here. Straighten the leg. Inhale here. Bend the knee. Breathe in. Straighten the leg. Breathe in. Bend the knee. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Deep breath in. Frame that foot, step forward and fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Bow again, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Palms pass through the heart mountain. Arms up, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Step back, down dog. Now, you can either roll forward into plank or roll forward into up dog. Big inhale. Roll back, down dog. Roll forward, either plank or up dog. Roll back, down dog. One more. Roll forward, plank or up dog. Nice toes. Roll back, down dog. Left leg lifts. Draw the knee in toward your belly, chest or nose. Lift. Take the leg over toward the right. Lift. Take the leg to the left. Lift. Step the foot forward. Dip the hips. Lift the heart. Breathe in. Straighten the leg. Breathe out. Stay for an inhale. Bend the knee. Breathe in. Straighten the leg. Breathe in. Bend the knee. Inhale. Straighten the leg. Inhale. Bend the knee. Lift your left arm to the sky. Deep breath in. Frame the foot, step forward and fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Mountain pose. Inhale, arms reach up. Forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Step back, downward facing dog. Roll forward plank. Knees could come down, lower to the floor. Cobra pose, inhale. Downward facing dog. Roll forward plank. Knees could come down, lower to the floor. Downward facing dog. Last one, roll forward into plank. Lower to the floor. Unwind into your low cobra. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Draw the right knee in towards your belly, chest or nose. Lift the leg again. Take it across the body to the left. Lift your leg. Take it to the right. Lift the leg. Step the foot forward. Dip the hips, lift the heart, breathe in. Straighten the leg, breathe out. Stay for an inhale. Bend the knee. Lift your right arm to the sky, inhale. Frame the foot, step forward and fold. Rise, inhale. Mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back, down dog. Roll forward, plank. Knees could come down, try to lower halfway down. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog. Roll forward, plank. Shift forward, lower halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Down dog. Last one, roll forward, plank. Lower halfway down. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Down dog. Left leg lifts. Draw the knee in toward your belly, chest, or nose. Lift the leg up. Take it across the body to the right. Lift the leg up. Take it to the left. Lift the leg up. Step the foot forward. Dip the hips, lift the heart, breathe in. Straighten the leg, breathe out. Stay for an inhale. Bend the knee. Left arm high, inhale. Frame the front foot, step forward and fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise. Mountain pose. Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. You could step back, knees could be down. You could lower halfway or all the way to the floor. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Walk or hop to the top. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Mountain pose. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Walk or hop lightly to the top. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Down dog. Walk or hop to the top. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Mountain pose. So same thing this next time. I'm just going to say it all in Sanskrit. Inhale, reach your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Walker, hop forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, rise up. Exhale, Samastitihi. Tadasana, mountain pose. All right, chair pose, Utkatasana, Surya Namaskara B. Uttanasana, fold forward over your legs. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And then Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Bhujangasana, Cobra, or Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, up dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. Right foot steps forward, Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Take a moment to pause here, align your ribs forward. Deep inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Cobra, Bhujangasana, or up dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left foot steps forward, Virabhadrasana 1. Rise up into your warrior 1. Align your ribs forward. Take a deep breath in. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Bhujangasana, Cobra, or up dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Back to down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 5 breaths now, 5 breaths. Notice the energy you're building. Walk or hop to the top. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Stand up straight and strong in Tadasana, mountain pose. All right, couple more. Chair pose, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, right foot steps forward, warrior 1, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Left foot steps forward, warrior 1, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, 5 breaths. Notice the energy that you move in Surya Namaskara B when it's, 1 breath per movement. Going faster than 1 breath per movement might be aerobic, but it's not necessarily moving with the breath, which is kind of a tenement of yoga, yeah? Walk or hop to the top. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Chair pose, inhale. Stand on up, mountain pose. Now, we can move slow, we can move fast. Try to find your pace. Yeah, what's your pace? So, kind of on your own here, chair pose. What's your pace? First you go to chair, then you forward fold. Then you halfway lift as you breathe in and chaturanga on your exhale. You inhale into your back bend and exhale back into your downward facing dog. Warrior 1 on the right. Find the pose, find the alignment of the pose. And when you're ready, chaturanga. Through to cobra or up dog. And back to down dog, and your left foot steps forward in warrior one. You find the pose. When you're ready, chaturanga. Through to cobra or up dog, and then down dog or child's pose or any other rest pose. It could be a forward fold. You could spend extra time there. It's all choice, all choice. When you're ready, make your way to the top of the mat, halfway lift on your inhale, fold forward on your exhale, chair pose, inhale, and then stand up when you're ready, mountain. Take a few deep breaths here. Just feel your feet connected to the earth. Feel the energy in your body. Feel how your mind is, what's going on for you right now. And then we're going to start to just move in a mandala sort of way all over the place. So whatever steadiness and kind of linear practice we've just had, let that be kind of the tentament or the foundation of moving in a different way. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, lean to your right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lean to your left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, cactus the arms, shine the heart up. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift on the inhale. I'm going to start saying down dog your way, which means you could keep going with chaturanga, or you could step back, or you could do any of that rolling forward, rolling back that we did at the beginning of class. Lift your right leg high. Open your hip. You might bend your knee. You might imagine your right toes could touch your left hip. Inhale here. Step your foot forward between the hands, warrior two. Inhale, exalted warrior. Reach forward, up, and then back. Exhale, side angle. Your forearm could rest on your thigh, or you could reach to the outside of your foot. Inhale through to star pose. Exhale, bend your knees, goddess pose. Deep breath in, long breath out. Inhale back to star. Warrior two toward the back of your mat. Inhale, exalted warrior, reach forward, up and back. Exhale, side angle, elbow to the thigh or reach for the outside of your foot. This time all the way back through exalted warrior on a big inhale, and then cartwheel your hands forward, frame that front foot, down dog your way, down dog your way. That same right leg lifts. Open your hip, you might bend your knee. You might stay exactly here, or you might flip your dog, which could look like wild thing where your left leg is like side plank and you land your right foot on the ball of the foot. Come back, your right leg is high to the sky. You might take that leg across the body and hover, or straighten the leg, thread it through, reaching that right arm up. Right leg could be on the floor or lifted, and I guess it's your left arm up, isn't it? Come back down, both hands down, right leg is high. Step the foot forward, warrior two. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, side angle. Shh. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, side angle. So 3 times. Shh. Inhale, exalted. Exhale, side angle. Shh. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, goddess, bend your knees. Shh. Inhale, star. Warrior two toward the front of your mat. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, side angle. Back through exalted warrior. And cartwheel the hands forward. Down dog your way. From down dog, left leg lifts. Bend the knee and open the hip. Inhale here. Step that foot forward between your hands, warrior two. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. Warrior two toward the back. Inhale, exalted. Exhale, side angle. Back through exalted. Down dog your way, down dog your way. That same left leg lifts. Bend the knee and open your hip. You might stay or you might flip your dog. Coming back, both hands are down, left leg is high. Take the leg across the body, straighten the leg, thread it through. Perhaps right arm lifts, maybe left leg is lifted, maybe it's on the ground. Take a deep breath in. Come back, both hands are down, left leg is high, breathe in. Step the foot forward, warrior two. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, side angle. This time, half bind or full bind, 5 breaths. Good, release your bind, star pose, big inhale. Goddess pose, 5 breaths. Inhale, star. Warrior two toward the front. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, side angle. This time, half for full bind. 5 breaths. So notice how it feels. Move fast, move slow. Where's your pace in this whole flow of life? Do you feel agitated if you move fast, or do you feel invigorated? Do you feel agitated if you move slow, or do you feel settled? Or are you an advanced yogi and you're kind of neutral no matter what? If you are, I'd love to hear your experience, because I've been practicing for 20 years and I still have all sorts of craving and aversion. Come back through exalted warrior, big inhale. Down dog your way, down dog your way. Walk or hop to the top. Halfway lift on your inhale. Forward fold on your exhale. Chair pose. Bring your right ankle to your left knee, a figure 4. Squat down, down, down. And you can stay with your hands at your heart, or you can frame that standing leg and bow over your legs in a standing figure 4, whatever feels useful. Every body is very different. So what I hope that you feel is some sensation in your right hip and not in your right knee. If you feel it in your right knee, not indicated. Stand up, bring your right knee up with you. Fly that leg back through airplane. Land that foot back, crescent lunge. Arms reach up. And then cactus your arms, bend the back knee, maybe almost to the floor. Inhale, straighten the legs, reach your arms up. Exhale, keep the back of your neck long, bend the back knee, bend the front knee, cactus the arms. One more time. Inhale, straighten and lift. Exhale, bend and cactus. Now you could keep the back knee up or place it down here. We're going to twist. So palms come to the heart, right elbow outside that left knee. If that doesn't work for your body, it could be the right forearm or wrist. Be in a twisting shape that feels useful, where you can really draw the belly in and you can feel the breath move. As the belly draws in, maybe you could even have the breath move into that right shoulder blade. What if that were true? Great. When you're ready, frame your front foot. If the back knee is down, lift it up. Straighten that front leg, the left leg, and let the toes come up toward your face. And then place that left foot down and lift the right leg up for standing split. So you're going to walk your shin and your face toward each other. So nose toward your shin. You might have your hands both to the floor. You might turn your thumbs to face forward, or you might wrap one or both hands behind your left ankle, shin, calf, whatever works. And then step that right foot way back. Crescent lunge, just one breath, big breath in. Warrior 2. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, side angle. Half bind, full bind, or bird of paradise. Half bind, full bind, or bird of paradise. All right, birds, we're coming back. Placing that left foot down. Right foot steps back, maybe through a bound half moon, maybe not. Landing in warrior 2 for a few breaths here. Woo-wee. That was a challenging sequence. Inhale, exalted warrior. Down dog your way. Walk or hop to the top. Halfway lift. Fold forward. For a moment, let's interlace the fingers behind the back. Let the arms rinse out overhead. You can have your feet wider for this one if you want. You might nod your head yes. You might nod your head no. And then release. And we're coming to that chair pose. That standing figure 4, which I think is a pretty challenging posture. Left ankle, right knee. You can squat down. So play with this. Like sometimes if you squat down and you bend the knee, and so Kanti's kind of coming almost a humble eagle, that's a kind of strengthening, right? Do you feel the strength in your standing leg? Or you could frame the front foot and try to start straightening the leg, and then that often is a stretch. It's different for everybody though. Yeah. So wherever feels useful, wherever feels useful. And then why does it feel useful? What are you getting out of it? Come all the way up, bring your left leg with you. Fly the leg through airplane and land it back, crescent lunge. So cactus the arms and bend the back knee kind of toward the floor. Yep. Inhale, lift and straighten. Exhale, cactus and bend. Shoo. Inhale, lift and straighten. Exhale, cactus and bend. You might bring the knee to the floor. We're going to twist. So palms come to the heart. If you can get the left tricep outside the right knee, great. Otherwise, forearm or wrist work or palm of the hand works. So I love this with the back knee down because maybe you can focus a little bit more on where you can breathe. Could you breathe into your left shoulder blade? Is there awareness there? Because you're twisting to the right and the belly is drawing in, can that breath move to that left shoulder blade because it's in a bit of a stretch here? Yeah. Great. And then when you're ready, frame that front foot. If the back knee is down, lift it up and flex your right toes up toward the sky. And then the next pose is standing split. So the right foot comes down, the left leg lifts up. And then I like to tent my fingertips with my thumbs facing forward, and the thumbs are kind of in line with the big toe. And so that already gets your hands back kind of further. And then maybe they stay there for that steadiness, or maybe one or both hands go behind the ankle, the heel, the calf, whatever works. And the forehead still makes its way toward the shin and the left leg still lifts high. Ready, my dears, back to crescent lunge. Beautiful. Warrior 2. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, side angle. Half bind, full bind, or bird of paradise. Now remember the half bind, you can still come to bird of paradise by just holding on to that right leg somewhere. Birds, when you're ready to come back, placing that right foot down, maybe there's a moment of a bound half moon, just see what works. And then landing in warrior 2 for some steadiness, breath, notice. Inhale, exalted warrior. Down dog your way. This time, my dears, walk your hands back to your feet. So you're in a forward fold at the back of the mat. You might walk your feet quite wide, maybe to the edges of your mat. You might walk your hands through your legs. You might grab opposite elbows. You might even interlace the fingers behind the head. I really like that one because it helps to lengthen the neck. Kind of hug your elbows in. See what works. Ah, sweet body. Rise all the way up at the back of the mat. You might have your feet right underneath you, maybe hip distance, right knee lifts. You might keep your right knee in your right hand. You might straighten your right leg and you can grab that leg anywhere. It could be under the knee, it could be under the calf, it could be the big toe. What feels useful right now and why? Why does it feel useful? And then the right leg goes out to the right. Your left arm goes out to the left. You might gaze to the left. Remember, you can have the left knee. Right leg comes back to center. Left hand grabs the outer knee, the outer calf, shin, the outer foot. Right hand goes behind you. So you are twisting. Your right leg is straight forward. You might look back over your right hand. Come back to center, arms reach up. Keep your right leg up if you can. Knee can be bent. Take a deep breath in. Step that foot halfway up the mat. Left hand reaches behind you for your left foot for dancer pose. If you can't grab your foot, maybe you can grab your pant leg. Or maybe you just keep the knee bent and you don't grab the foot. You could be kicking into your hand. You could be kicking into an imaginary hand. Your heart moves forward and up. It's a back bend more than a forward fold. When you get the back bend, then you can start to hinge at the hip. Come stand back up, lift your left knee up into your chest. You might stay with a bent knee or straighten the leg. And then step that left foot all the way to the top of the mat. Arms come out to either side. Right arm goes underneath for eagle arms. Right leg comes up and over for eagle legs. And then maybe humble eagle where your elbows are coming towards your knees. Stay there in that kind of rounded balance pose. Very precarious, this version of eagle. So feel that. Imagine you were just on a branch way up in the sky. Makes it feel much more stable to actually be on the floor. And then fly that right leg back. Keep your eagle arms though, but fly the right leg back and then land that foot down. So it could be like crescent lunge or it could be warrior one. We've done both today. So whatever feels better for you to bring this into a kind of a little back bend here. So that means that you want the upper back to bend. The lower back is supported by your belly drawing in, the front ribs drawing in, elbows reach away from you. You can imagine your forearms going right up to the sky so that they're parallel to the sky. And then back foot down, the heel down is usually more stable for humble warrior with eagle arms. And so that left shoulder inches inside that left knee. And then you can kind of get that support there by pushing the shoulder and knee against one another. Draw your left hip back. Let your head hang. So maybe you support your head with your hands. And then from this place, we're going to move to both feet face the long edge of the mat. You keep your eagle arms. So it's a wide-legged forward fold with eagle arms. We want the toes to face forward. We want the head to be supported. That might be the hands. Some of you might be able to touch the floor with your head or hands, but that's not necessary. We'll take a few breaths here. Then you can either set your feet first for goddess, or you can rise up and then set your feet. You're keeping your eagle arms, goddess. Yeah. Knees open, toes open, booty low, elbows away from the chest, fingertips high, eagle armed goddess. Now here you might stay with your heels down, or you might challenge yourself by lifting your heels up, keeping the arms bound, and just feel into this. And then release everything. Feet to the floor, arms straight up, star pose, deep breath in. Warrior two toward the front, toward the front. Inhale, exalted warrior. Exhale, down dog your way, down dog your way. Walking your hands back to your feet, forward fold at the back of the mat, and it can be any hand position. We're going to stay a few breaths. Rising all the way up at the back of the mat, feet underneath you, hip distance. Left knee comes up into your hand, or you could straighten the leg and grab the leg anywhere, really. And if you had your knee bent on one side and not the other, that's fine too. The sides are different. So be with what this side needs from you today. Open the leg out to the left, right arm goes out to the right. You might gaze to the right. Bring the leg back to center. And then the right arm grabs that left leg. You might bring your left hand behind you and gaze behind you. So you're twisting, left leg is straight forward. As you come back to center, arms up, leg stays up, knee could be bent, inhale. Step the foot halfway up the mat, reach your right hand behind you for your right foot for dancer pose. If you can't grab the foot, no worries. Just bend that knee. Kick the foot into your hand, your actual hand or an imaginary hand. Making the back bend shape and then the hinge forward at the hips. And coming back up, right knee lifts up. Maybe straighten the right leg. And step that right foot to the top of the mat, arms come open to either side, left arm under, left leg over for eagle pose. And then humble eagle. So here's this kind of rounded space. It's a balance pose. You're curling into yourself. It's kind of powerful if you think about, through humility, like this coming inward and understanding our inner workings, then we can fly. Fly that left leg back. Keep your eagle arms, breathe in. Land the back foot down. It can be either warrior one style or crescent lunge style, whatever allows you to make a back bend shape. So elbows away from the chest, fingertips high, forearms start to come toward the sky. Humble warrior with eagle arms. Back heel down is more stable, in my opinion. You can choose trying to get that right shoulder snugged inside the right knee. Keep your eagle arms. Make your way to the long edge of the mat in a wide-legged forward fold with eagle arms. Add in hands. And then set your feet first or rise up first. Goddess pose with eagle arms. Knees are open, toes are open. Bend the knees, arms away from the chest, fingertips high. Release it all, star pose. Warrior two toward the front. Inhale, exalted warrior. Down dog your way. Five breaths. Right leg lifts. Pigeon pose. When you're ready, my dear, switching sides in a way that feels useful for you. Ready, my dears, and you feel even, I'll invite you to your back, however you want to get there. We're going to go back to those rolling bridges. Inhale, lift the hips, lift the arms. And exhale, roll yourself down vertebra by vertebra. You do that a few times and just, you can also shimmy down vertebra by vertebra and kind of maybe even get some chiropractic. That tends to happen with me if I shimmy down as I roll down vertebra by vertebra. So just feel into your sweet spine, the movement of your spine. Oh, what a gift, this body. So maybe one more and then twisting to the right. Any twisting shape, and just breathe and kind of notice how your body feels now, the difference maybe from the beginning of practice when we were doing rolling bridges and lying twists. Back to center and twisting to the left. Back to center, my dears. And any final little roll, hug, sway that you'd like to do before Shavasana corpse pose. When you're ready, back to a seat. And as we rise to our seat, might bring our palms to our heart, an acknowledgement of these sweet bodies exactly as they are. The power of the breath, amazing tool that we have to our own healing. And the incredible power of asana to show us where our edges are, to show us where we can breathe, to show us how the posture moves the breath, to show us how the breath expands and contracts the posture. These are all great tools for the real practice of yoga, which is our life, and how we contract and expand, how we breathe, how we forget to breathe, all the things that can help us to navigate this intense time in the world with just a little more grace and maybe even a little more peace. In that spirit of peace, we say, Shanti, Shalom, Salam, Amani, Maluhia, Irini, Shiakan, Jam, Pache, Pas. In the spirit of our collective liberation, we say, Ashe, Amin, Amen, blessed be, Kapu Aloha, in Lakach, Satnam, Namaste, Matakwiasan, Black Lives Matter,